Hello everyone, Fixer here, and welcome to my channel update for the month of March 2017. I'm going to front-load this video with all the important stuff, maybe 5 minutes or so of all the important things going on around my channel and whatnot, and then all the series information are going to be near the middle and the back end of this video. Links will be in the description below so you can just jump to a series that you're interested in. Of course, we're first going to recap February real quick. As you probably already know from my mid-month update, that was the best month I've ever had on my channel, and it wasn't even close. It blew away all my other months by a large margin. In fact, I think it was better than my previous best 3 combined, something like that. It was an absolutely crazy number. And I've gotten a ton of great comments and support from you guys. A lot of new faces, lots of support from old faces. It's been pretty awesome, and I wanted to say thank you guys. I really appreciate that. It does make a difference. I know it's something that you may take a few seconds out of your time to just say, hey, you know, I really love this episode, or really love this game, whatever and whatnot. It really makes a difference to me. And thank you guys. I appreciate that. I've enjoyed every bit of it. So yeah, just by about any metric, it was my best month ever. Views-wise, it was... I don't want to get too deep into numbers here, but view-wise, it was almost 4 times my previous best month. Minutes-wise, it was more than 4 times my previous best. I gained 650 subs, which I think was about twice my best. Just about any metric, it was an absolutely crazy month, and you guys have been really supportive throughout the whole month, and I really appreciate that. Thank you very much for that. So I had 6 games release in like a 6-day span. These games were not something that just kind of sprung up at me. These are games I've been following for a year's time, and in one case I think it was 2 years' time. And they all came out in 6 days, and of course that kind of changed my channel, you know, in a short amount of time. I had to put some older series on the back burner so I can focus on these 6 games that I've been looking forward to for a long time. What I want to cap all this with, about all the support you guys give me and all these games coming out, is I had someone in the comments said that they wanted to support me and buy me a game, and I thought that was really nice. That was really great. I don't think I could do that, though. I of course told them no. I don't think I can do that. I've never taken donations or anything like that on my sites. I'm not saying I won't ever do it, but at this point in time, I'm not really comfortable doing it. Maybe if I grew really large or something like that, I might be more comfortable. But, you know, I have a bit of an imposter syndrome going on there. I think a lot of YouTubers have that at least some point, probably multiple times throughout their YouTubing days. But at this point, I'm not really comfortable with taking any kind of donations or anything like that. Alright, so the best way to support me is through the typical YouTube fashion, the likes and the comments and the shares, right? And especially on series premieres, the episode 1s. Those are the most important in this series, right? Usually when you put out a series of videos, the first one has X views, the second one has like half X, and then the next one is half of that, and so on, until it reaches some sort of plateau, and it kind of stays there for a little while, and then it does another dip even later on. Almost every series is like that, and there's always exceptions to every rule, but generally speaking, that's what they are. So episode 1s are the most important, especially for a channel like mine, the way I do things, being a variety channel. And if that's something, if you want to support me, I'm not into the donation thing, at least not yet. But that would be the best way to support me, is to stop by and comment and like those episode 1s. Say hi, or say, hey, I played this game, I really enjoyed it, or I've been looking forward to it, or I hated this game, or I hate your Kermit voice, whatever. Dislike it even. Most people don't know this, but dislikes actually help videos. They don't hurt videos, they help videos. So just stop by and comment and whatnot. If you want to support me, that is absolutely the best way to do it. Well, other than sharing on Twitter, of course. Sharing on Twitter or whatever, Facebook, that helps too. That helps a lot. And it helps all channels, but it helps small channels probably a little bit more than large channels. Or at least relatively speaking, it does. Small channels can see huge boosts from something like that. So if you want to support me, then comment and share it on Twitter or something like that. And speaking of Twitter, I did stop posting all my videos to my Twitter. I used to have it so auto-posted every video I did on Twitter. And then eventually I'm like, well, who cares when episode 74 of Prison Architect comes out? If people are watching episode 74 of Prison Architect, they're going to probably know it when it comes out, and they'll see it, right? They don't need to be reminded on Twitter. So I've stopped posting video updates on my Twitter, with the exception of series premieres. I post all episode 1s. I post individual videos and update videos like this one, and videos perhaps that I might just be like really proud of. So those go to Twitter. Other than that, I've removed everything else. So there's a lot of spam gone from my Twitter. And long story short, if you want to follow me now, because you don't like, and you didn't follow me before because you don't like people who spam the shit out of their Twitter, then maybe now's a good time to hop over to Twitter and check me out. And that is @FixerTV. So back to support and whatnot. I did mention that I did these 6 games in 6 days, and I had to put series on the back burner. Now, how did I choose those series to go on the back burner? That also comes down to views, likes, and comments. If I see a lot of people enjoying a series, then it's more likely to stick around, right? If the views are tailing off, nobody comments, nobody likes it, it gives me the sign that, hey, maybe this series just doesn't belong on this channel. So that's how in the future, and that's how I do now, and in the future, how I'll determine what gets removed and what gets put on the back burner. If no one's commenting or liking and it's just not getting the views, then I remove the series or put it on the back burner. So if it's a series you like a lot, then interact with me, give me hints, give me tips, do whatever, That tells me that people are interested and it can stick around. So let's move on to my channel and what I've got going on now, my current series, which is how I usually start these things. I'm going to go over each series and what their future is and all that jazz. And I guess I'll start with my newest one that hasn't ended yet, and that is Herald, an interactive period drama. That one, I am more than halfway done. I think I've got 5 videos up on that so far. Well, that is more than halfway done, so the end is getting near. It'll probably be done in a week or so. So that was Herald. Next is Pixel Privateers co-op with Mouldy and Delgar. We're having fun playing it. It's not doing terribly well on the channel, though, so I don't know how long we're going to do that, because it's not doing well on Mouldy's channel, and it's not doing well on Delgar's channel either. If another pretty gem comes along, we may have to hop on that, and I know a few of them are on the horizon, so Pixel Privateers may not last long. It's not doing too well. Again, if that's something you guys want to see remain, then likes and comments will definitely help that happen. Night in the Woods, I'm still recording that one. I haven't completed it yet. I've reached, I think, 6 hours of gameplay, and it's still not over. So there's lots of videos waiting to go up on the channel for that. So far, that's my favorite game of the year. I'm having an absolute blast playing that game. I love the story, I love the dialogue, I love the art, I love everything about that game. I'm having a blast, and we'll see that one through all the way to the end. Oxygen Not Included, that ended up being a pretty good series for me. In fact, it ended up being a pretty good series for just about everyone. I don't want to say it came out of nowhere. I've seen this one coming ever since the release, right? Everybody's been kind of waiting for it. And they kind of released it on the down low a little bit, just to their fans on their forum. They didn't put anything on their Twitter or in Steam or anything like that, just on the forum. And I was fortunate enough to catch it on the release day, no less. So I was able to get a video out pretty quick before a lot of big YouTubers did, which means that my video did pretty well. And a lot of you listening to this probably came here because of that. I've been YouTubing, I think, for maybe 3 years now, and I have never seen a game behave the same way that Oxygen Not Included has behaved, and that people just couldn't get enough of it anywhere. Any YouTube channel, everybody's channels were doing great because of Oxygen Not Included. It's really strange. Better than any game I've seen. Seriously, even Astroneer. Although Astroneer may have had a bigger release, more popular release, Oxygen Not Included had a lot more staying power than Astroneer. So much so that many channels were releasing 2 Oxygen Not Included videos per day. Now that is not common. Some people will do that like on the first day. Like I've done it before. If a game launches, I'll release 2 videos on the first day because that's when demand is usually most high, and then after that I usually do 1 per day. But there are people who to this day are still releasing 2 Oxygen Not Included videos per day. That is unreal. I have never seen a game in 3 years of YouTubing. I've never seen a game do that before. So, and you know that it's not the most popular game. Overwatch was massive. And even Overwatch, I didn't see something like this. It's crazy, absolute crazy. So I'm still playing that one. We're going to keep on going as long as we can. Conan Exiles. A lot of my friends got that, and pretty much none of them really enjoy it. I haven't really made enough time to play it. It's really grindy. I even upped the experience gain and whatnot on that, and it's still grindy after that. And it's just, I don't know. I'm going to reassess that once I end a few of these series. Like once Night in the Woods ends, once Herald ends, maybe even once Pixel Privateers ends. I'll look at Conan once again and see if it's something I want to continue. I'm not sure whether I want to do that or not. Kentucky Route Zero. I have one episode left on that, and I'm doing a lot of editing on it because after this probably you won't know anything about this if you didn't watch the first series. So this is the alternative route for Act 4 in Kentucky Route Zero, and I'm doing the opposite of what I did the first time, so I can see all the stories and whatnot. And if you watch the first one, you'll know that the very last scene is very short. It's like 8 minutes long tops, I think. And what happened during this walkthrough, after I was done with the last episode, I kind of delved into all the history about all the things that I believe are related to the game and inspirations for the game and things like that. I delved in a little bit the theories in the game, things like that. I'm not going to go too much on it. But anyways, it was like 45 minutes, and I'm editing that, and it's very difficult to edit that because I'm trying to make it coherent, and I'm trying to give images in the background that you can view while I'm ranting, so it's not completely boring. So, I talk a little bit about historical figures like Henry Faulkner or Ezra Pound or Tennessee Williams. And I want to make it visually appealing as well. So that's what's holding up Kentucky Route Zero. There's an awful lot of editing being done there. And it came at a time when all those games came out, so it got put on the back burner. But that's something that I do plan on finishing. Alright, so other series that I had going when that got put aside, RimWorld was one of them. That one I'll pick back up as soon as a couple of these new series ends. So we'll pick back RimWorld, Alpha 16. City Skylines, I'll pick that one back up too. I ran into a whole bunch of problems with that one, then I got them fixed, and as soon as I got them fixed, those games came out, and that one just got set aside. All that jazz. We'll hop back into City Skylines, because I do enjoy playing that. Prison Architect! I can't believe this one hasn't ended yet. It's been slow going because I'm having too many riots in my prison. It's been pretty insane, so that one is probably episodes away from ending, though, because my goal was to reach 500 prisoners, and I've got the cells to bring them in. I just don't have all the prisoners in yet. So I want to bring in the 500 prisoners, and I want to make sure that I can go like a full day without a riot, and then I'll consider that over. So we're talking, it's probably got maybe 5 episodes left, if that, maybe less, or maybe more, who knows? I don't know. So that's Prison Architect. Geoguessr, haven't touched it. That one's been put on the way back burner. I'm planning on doing a binge with probably Talkus and anybody else who wants to come along, where we take we have a backlog of maybe like 10 or 15 custom challenges, and we'll knock those all out because they're going to be discontinuing those the retro Geoguessr that those are made in. They're discontinuing that in May, so that's got to be something that happens in the next couple months. Alright, so those are all quote-unquote current series. Let's talk about series that have ended. Beyond Two Souls ended as of last night, the last day of February. I very much enjoyed playing that game. If you guys like story-driven games, then go ahead and give that one a shot. It's 20 episodes long, and the episodes vary anywhere from 20 to 50 minutes. Very well acted, interesting game. I really enjoyed it. And go check it out if you're looking for a nice story-driven game. I ended Tavern Tycoon as well. Tavern Tycoon is probably where many of you guys had come from. Again, that was one of those games I was fortunate enough to get in early on. I was following it for about a month, maybe not even a month, on Steam, waiting for it to come out, because it kept on saying, it's inevitable, it's coming out this, and then it got delayed a little bit and whatnot. And I was waiting for it, and when it finally released, I'm like, oh, there you go. I bought it and I made a video, and it did really well. It did so well. It's the most viewed video on my channel now ever. In fact, the 6-episode series, all 6 of the videos are in my top 11, I think it is. It's nuts. It did really well. So there's only 4 scenarios, and I did all of those, and I stopped it there. But I think I might give the last scenario another shot. I know the dev has put in a couple patches since I last played it that fixed a lot of the bugs that I was having issues with. So I might actually do a few more Tavern Tycoon episodes quite soon. I started and completed the Mooseman, which was a fantastic game. I loved it. There's not a whole lot of gameplay in there. It's more of a little... It's like a side-scrolling walking simulator in a way. It's all about folklore in like Eastern Europe, Western Asia, Hungary, Finland, Ukraine. The visuals were gorgeous. The soundtrack was amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed that game. If you're looking for something that's beautiful, it's easy on the eyes, it's easy on the ears, and you just want to sit back and watch something interesting, then go ahead and give the Mooseman a try. I did a short 2-episode series on a game called Leaving Lyndow, which is kind of like a precursor game to another one called East Shade. Kind of introduces you to the world and what's in it and whatnot. And the dev released it because they wanted to get the experience of releasing a game on Steam and all that jazz. And probably a little bit of PR for East Shade, right? So I did that. That was pretty interesting. I started and completed a game called Among the Innocent, which is a little bit of a first-person puzzle game. It's a little story where you find yourself injured in this house in kind of the middle of nowhere in South Africa, and you try to get out, basically. You try to repair a few things and phone for help, and it was an interesting game. If you like first-person puzzlers where the puzzles are a little kind of weird and not very intuitive, then maybe go check that one out. And it ends as a horror, in fact. So if that's your thing, then maybe go check out Among the Innocent. Stardew Valley ended. I completed the first month in the game, and in fact I went a few days over just to give you guys a taste of what else is in the game. Had fun with that. It did pretty poorly on the channel, which is I kind of expected it to, but I wanted to get you guys familiar with it at least, because eventually the dev they keep saying that they're going to put out a co-op for it, but they've been saying it for a long time. It may happen this summer, it may happen sooner, it may happen later, who knows. Either way, it's something I think I would like to put on my channel, and I wanted you guys to get associated with the game first before I just threw you into co-op. So once or if they get that done, then you could probably count on it being on the channel. Alright, as far as what's upcoming on the channel, I don't have any series immediately planned. I'm still working on all those new series that came out in February. I want to finish those up before I start bringing new stuff out. But I never want to say absolutely not. If a game suddenly gets released that I absolutely want to do, then I'll do it. I have no problems doing that. There is one game in March that I am looking forward to. I'm looking forward to it an awful lot, in fact, it just got a release date today, the day that I'm recording this. So March 30th will be the release of Thimbleweed Park. Now, that name may not be completely familiar to you, but there are a lot of people that are looking forward to this game. And you ask, why is that? Well, it's because it's done by the devs of Maniac Mansion and Monkey Island. So the art style it's a pixel art, but it's a modern day pixel art. You know, it's more than 8-bit. It's done in the art style of Maniac Mansion rather than Monkey Island. So if you know Maniac Mansion, you'll see the characters and you'll be like, oh, that's totally Maniac Mansion. But anyways, it's a point and click adventure game, and you get to control multiple people, and you get to walk around using their skills to do certain things. I believe as far as the story goes, is that you're at a park. People are invited to a park, and there is a dead body there. and you switch between, I think, 5 people to explore the park and try to solve the murder, something along those lines. I have been avoiding spoilers because I don't want this game spoiled to me. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, Monkey Island is one of my favorite games of all time, and Maniac Mansion I absolutely adored as well on the Nintendo way back when. It was one of those games that came out on the Nintendo, and it's like, this is unlike any other game I've ever seen. It was different. It was an adventure game that was... No one knew adventure games. They were all basically text-based stuff, right, beforehand. Stuff you would find on a Commodore or an Apple or something. It was not something you found on the NES. So Maniac Mansion came along and it kind of blew everybody away. Like, this is something completely different. And it kind of helped launch that genre and well, at least set the way for Monkey Island, when you can probably argue that Monkey Island is what helped launch the genre. And then you had all the others, Day of the Tentacle and Grim Fandango, Full Throttle, all the typical stuff. But anyways, I'm looking forward to that one. That's March 30th. You can probably count on me getting that. I am trying to get a review copy of the game. I'm not really expecting it, though, because like I said, I have a feeling this is going to be a fairly popular game among older YouTubers who enjoyed those games when they were younger. As for what other new series you can expect in March, I might pick up a few games that came out in February that I didn't have time to do in February. I don't know. I don't want to name any names because I don't want to make any promises I can't keep. But let's just say that there's probably 5, 6, 7 other games that came out in February that I would love to do sooner rather than later, but who knows. Alright, I think that about does it for the month of March. I wanted to thank you guys once again for all the support you've given me over the past few months. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope I bring a lot more cool games to you guys in the upcoming months. I spend an awful lot of time researching games, more time than probably many YouTubers. I look in all different corners of the web for these games, and I try to gauge, if they would transfer well to YouTube and if I would enjoy them and if you would enjoy them. A lot of factors go into it, but I spend an outrageous amount of time researching games. And I hope that makes my channel interesting. I hope I'm picking interesting games for you guys to watch, because that's what it's all about to me, is interesting games. Games I have fun playing and games that tell good stories, interesting stories. That's what it's all about to me. And I hope I'm delivering on that. And I hope I keep delivering on that. So, thanks, and I guess we'll see you in April. Bye-bye.